Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucy. That is new, but my name is Lucy. As you guys can tell from the title of today's video, we're just gonna have a long bookish weekend. I have a lot of things that I want to get done, and I want to get some books and read some books, and obviously I'm just taking you guys along for the ride. I have things planned for the next the next about 4 to 5 days. I want to put up my puzzle art. I want to do some stuff with my reading journal and update you guys on what my reading journal is looking like. And I want to go get some books from Barnes on Tuesday or Monday, whichever is April 1st. And then I also wanted to pick up Quicksilver by Callie Hart. This is a book that blew up in 2024 and I've been meaning to read it, but right now I think we're gonna just go do the dishes, like very mundane chores, because we actually have so many dishes piled up right now just because work has been so busy that we have not been able to do them. So I'm going to go do that. I don't know if I told you, it is currently 3:30 p.m. on a Thursday. I'm taking a break from work to get the dishes done and take a quick shower, and then afterwards I'm going to show you guys the puzzles that I've done and how I'm going to frame them as art pieces around the house. I just finished washing the dishes and I actually got a Amazon package. This is a book, how to get a box cutter. I know what it is, obviously, but I wanted to do a little unboxing for you guys. I recently read this book. To finish my series, basically, I read Wisteria recently by Adeline Grace. Oh, this is gonna bother me, actually. The fact that this doesn't match the other two books. So my other two books were from Fairy Loot and they're a different size than this. This is a little bit smaller, but I obviously can't get the Fairy Loot edition because I canceled my subscription with them. So I decided to just get this because I don't really need the special edition of it. But I will say I did like this one a lot more. But let me go show you guys the difference in size between the books. Okay, so here are the first two books in the series. These are the Fairy Loot editions. They have sprayed edges and they're really, really pretty. They have end papers, and then the hardcover also has art on them. So these are really pretty, but like I said earlier, I wasn't able to get the third one from Fairy Loot. Truthfully, I didn't even try because I was like, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's not one of my favorite series. I don't need it all to be special editions. But the main issue isn't the fact that it's not matching on the outside like that, like artwork and stuff. It's the size. Like, this is what bothers me. The size of this. Why is a hardcover this small? Like, why did we do that? Because typically, in the US at least, hardcovers are all defaulted to this size. So why is this hardcover the size of a paperback? Or slightly bigger than a paperback? I don't understand. It's fine. It's fine. I feel like maybe a year ago I would have been like, oh, that bothers me so much, I need to get a different version of this. But now I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Does it bother me still a little bit? Yeah, but whatever. Oh! Okay, I did not know the regular edition hardcover also has art on it, which is so pretty. What the heck? And then there's end paper art also, which is gorgeous. This is actually really pretty. Wow, okay. Okay. And this is what it looks like on the shelf. Is it odd? Yes. Am I upset? No. And I think that's character development. The curry is cooking. I'm going to try to frame this and put it up right now while we have the time. And I just think it's really cute. It took so long, actually, to do this one. It took over 2 weeks, I want to say. But I'm really happy with this, so I think we're gonna put it right here once I frame it. I'm just gonna put it here. It's in between 2 windows, and it's in the living room, and I think it will bring a lot of color to the room. So let's see. Hopefully the frame fits. I measured it, so it should fit, but we'll see. I'm actually so happy. It's a perfect fit. It like fits in here exactly. And I think we got the right color frame. We were originally going between black and this oat color. We didn't want white because the walls are already white. So I'm really glad that we picked this one. And I'm gonna have Philip put in a nail in the wall, and then we can go ahead and hang this up. I just finished eating dinner, so now it is finally Mod Podge time. I'm really happy with how the other puzzle turned out, and it fit in the frame perfectly, so I'm really excited to get this one glued down so I can frame it and also put it up. I'm trying to refrain from buying another puzzle. I know that you don't have to frame it and put it up, and you can just do them for fun, but I don't know. I feel like in my head, a puzzle is only done once. Like, once I do it and I've achieved it, I don't want to break it apart and then do it again later on. That's just in my head though. We're just gonna go ahead and Mod Podge this. I'm going to actually listen to another audiobook. We were listening to Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson, which is a YA mystery, but I actually have another book on my Libby app, and it's Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. And if you guys know me, you know that I love Ali. She's just one of those authors that writes what she wants to write. You can tell that she enjoys her stories because they're just so easy and fun to read. They're not super heavy or difficult to understand. It's just a simple romance. I haven't started it yet, so we're going to jump right in, Mod Podge, and we'll see what else we do tonight. I know it looks a little bit frightening because of how white it is, but it dries really super clear, so it's okay. I know when I first did this, I saw it and I was like, oh god, I think I just ruined my puzzle, but it turned out okay. It turned out actually more than okay. It was perfectly fine. You can understand, seeing this white goop on my puzzle for the first time, I was like, oh god. I do recommend, if you are gonna do this, my biggest tip is to do the strokes in the same direction. So I do this, like the vertical, to get into the creases, but I swipe back and forth in the same direction because you kind of want to get even strokes throughout so you don't get streak marks depending on how like thick you're putting it on. I just finished the top layer of the glue. I'm just gonna say glue because Mod Podge is just too much to be saying. This took almost an hour. I want to say it was like 40 minutes to do because I wanted to make sure everything was super even. It's looking really good. It's drying really clear, so I'm happy about that. I am currently on chapter 4, and that's page 52 in this, and I mean, I should have seen it coming because I feel like Ali Hazelwood has kind of a template. One man is always obsessed with the main character. Obsessed. Like, without fail, he's always going to be secretly kind of in love with her. And she always is too dense to realize that. I just think it's hilarious. Like, why does Allie do that, you know? She just does it in different fonts all the time. And I'm not complaining because I do love the Love Hypothesis and Love Theoretically and now Love on the Brain. It's kind of like the same structure. Even with her other books like Bride and Check and Mate, Not in Love, it's all the same concept of he is hiding the fact that he's just obsessed with her. Not in love with her, but like obsessed and just so enamored by her for no reason at all until later on you find out why. And it's just so funny because I see it being laid out. She's like, oh, he's just he refuses to be around me and the way he looks at me and and I'm like, girl, he's avoiding you because he likes you. I'm like, why is it so clear in every single one of these books? And it's hilarious. And I'm like, obviously it gets a little bit redundant and tiring, but you know, if you read these spaced out and you know what you're getting yourself into, these can be fun little reads. So I'm not mad about it. I just think it's so funny that it's so clear as day what is going on right now. You have B and you have Levi. B is a neurologist and Levi is an engineer at NASA. One day NASA offers B a project that she gets to co-host. Really cool helmet stuff. That's all I really know. But she has to co-host the project with Levi and she hasn't seen Levi since her school days, which was 6 years ago, and she is dreading it because he is her arch nemesis. Those are her words, not mine. She thinks that they're enemies because he's, for some reason, doesn't like her and she doesn't get why. Oh, you know what? Another thing that's really common in every single one of Allie's books is the man being so big. Why is Levi 6'4", muscular, super smart, super handsome, dark hair, green eyes? Like, be so for real right now. Be so for real. I could let it go with Adam from Love Hypothesis because it was the first book I read from her, so I was like, ooh, yeah, we love a big man. But every single book is a big man. Every single book. If Allie likes a big man, Allie likes the big man. It says in the book that he has really super bright green eyes. And on the cover, he indeed does have very green eyes. We'll see how this goes. I just already know I'm probably gonna really enjoy it. I'm gonna wait for this to fully dry and then we're gonna do the back of it really quickly. And after that, I think I'm just gonna go to bed because it's already 11. Okay, so since I fell asleep last night before I even finished Mod Podging my puzzle, my brush was also not cleaned. So now it's like incredibly stiff because of the glue. So I'm hoping that if I soak it in warm water, it'll work. I'm gonna put soap and warm water in this and hopefully it'll kind of loosen up the glue to the point that I can wash it off and this brush still be usable. I've caught up on work and I think I'm going to use the smaller brush that I have to finally Mod Podge the back of that puzzle and just call it a day. I honestly don't even need to because I already can hold it up without it falling apart, but just to be safe, I want to do the back. And I think I'm gonna continue listening to Hand on the Wall. Hi, good morning. I think the last clip I talked to you guys was me finishing up with a puzzle from yesterday. It is now Saturday morning. Philip and I just had breakfast and we're about to go to Lowe's to pick out the flowers. I didn't have much to film yesterday because work actually got really busy and I didn't want to force myself to be stressed over work and then also filming content for this vlog because I wanted to make it realistic and show you guys that like life happens sometimes and you can't have it fully planned out. Like I fully planned to do my reading journal yesterday and also read a bit more, but I ended up having to work throughout the whole day, so I didn't have any time to do all of the stuff I wanted to do. And then after work, I was just so tired. I didn't want to read, and I wasn't gonna force myself, so I just wanted a brain rot. I doom scrolled for a bit and then I also played games with my friend. That was about all for yesterday. That's why I didn't film very much. Sorry, I live really close to a train. So if you guys ever hear a train in the background in most of my videos, that's probably why. I believe it's finally done. Yeah, I think the main chore for today, not chore, but the main thing we're trying to do today is get the front yard done, plant the flowers and everything. Before we get going though, I wanted to show you guys all the plants that we have around the house. Okay, so this one, do not ask me what the name of this plant is. I do not know. It came really, really tiny. Like, can you believe when we first bought it, it came in this little tiny thing? Like, look how big it is now. And now it's gigantic and I love her. I don't know how to prune her. I don't think you're meant to prune these types of plants. I just don't know how to shape her to the point that she's not just like all over the place. But you know, I kind of like the wildness of her in this corner. It takes up the space that needs to be taken up and also just feels like it's meant to be there, you know? So I love her. And then this leaning she's so cute. This was given to me by my cousin. She was maybe like that big when I first got her. That big, and she obviously has been growing. I love this little mushroom pot. And then we have the bigger one. This is a better representation of what the size was when I first got them. It was like this big for each of them. They kind of grow out like flowers, which is really cool. I don't really know how this one's gonna keep growing. That was a temporary pot, but I just haven't gotten the chance to repot it yet. And that is just a corner of my kitchen. And then on this windowsill by the sink is our new addition. These are tulips and they're pink. I love yellow and pink tulips the most. They're actually about to start blooming soon, which I'm super excited. I think we are gonna end up planting them outside. We just don't know where exactly yet. And then last but not least is our little orchid plant on our dining table, and she has been one of the oldest plants that we've had since moving into this house. And I mean this one specifically, the kind of like yellow and pink colorway. I have not seen orchids like this when we go try and buy more. They're all either like really pink or really yellow, really tan, but like these are so pretty. So we've had this one for over a year now, and this just bloomed, which is so exciting because I was really scared about having an orchid and I wasn't sure exactly how to take care of it. So I was scared that when the flowers dropped last year, it wasn't gonna bloom again. So super excited that it did. And then this year we recently got the white one, the white bunches in the back, because we wanted to have a big pot of orchids. And I love this. I got this idea from my parents. They have an even bigger one on their really big like island, kitchen island, and I thought it was gorgeous, so I wanted to do it. If you guys are experts about orchids, please let me know. Is it better that the leaves are harder, like more stiff, or is it better if it's looser back here? Because I feel like ours is really healthy because the flower is so big, the leaves are so green and tough, but then these have more flowers, but the leaves are a little bit less stiff, I guess. Hoping next year we can maybe add on to this. Pretty, I love orchids and they're so easy to take care of. Like, you don't have to water them every day. You just have to make sure the stems are not dried out. As you can see, I've done a lot of little research on each plant, and it's just become one of my hobbies outside of reading. It's looking a little dreary and sad right now, but it's only because it's shocked from being transferred from the pot to the ground, so once it gets a little bit of sunlight and water, it's going to stand back up. We really underestimated how much mulch we needed, so we're gonna go back to Lowe's after lunch to get 4 more bags. But we put in they kind of look like azaleas, but they're not, and they have a really long name, and I have no idea what they're called, but they're flower bushes, so they should get bigger, they should bloom. And there's that, and then I'm gonna put all the black mulch down, so it should look good. I think this is just what we're gonna do for now for this year, but next year we may add more to it. We might add more daffodil seeding to the back of that line, but we'll see. But yeah, that is everything. We're gonna go to lunch, starving, and it's about to rain, so we have to put this mulch down pretty quickly. Okay, we just finished everything for the yard. We didn't do much else other than, you know, like put down the rest of the mulch. It is now like 5:25, so I think I'm just gonna shower and call it a day because I'm really tired. I know Philip's really tired. We were thinking about maybe building the raised garden planter, but that might just be for tomorrow because tomorrow we still have to do some of the grass stuff in the backyard. After I shower, I think I might just rot on the couch or in my office on my computer for a little bit because I just don't feel like doing anything, and I don't feel like reading, to be honest. Oh, the lighting is really bad. Good morning. After I ate dinner and, you know, just brain rotted like I planned, I went to sleep because I was so tired from the day that we had yesterday. It is currently 9 a.m. right now, and on Sundays I have book club with Janelle, Jasmine, and Lisa. You guys have met Janelle before. She's my best friend. She's been my best friend since like 7th grade. Jasmine is her twin sister. She's also like a sister to me, and then Elisa is their older sister, like a sister to me. So we have book club, and today we're going over the book that we just finished. It was Jasmine's pick, and then I am presenting them with my book pick. I'm about to jump on the call, but that is what we do on Sundays, book club, so I will be back. They're calling again. 3, 2, me too! What about Elisa? Wait, Elisa, what'd you say?
I said 4.
We all said 4 stars.
Yeah.
How I adore you. You spin me around. I can't help but think.
So I decided on a YA fantasy.
Cool.
It's not a standalone, but I think there's I don't think it's a trilogy. I think there's only 2 books. I think. It is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick.
Cool. I have this on my Kindle already.
Yeah, I started it one time and then I like soft DNF'd it because I wasn't in the mood for it, but I've heard really good ratings and like reviews about this, and it's kind of like a gothic fantasy. It's like in the dark woods, dark castle, all of that, and she has like a monster or something like in her head.
Sure as this world turns round, I swear.
I just finished breakfast and I got off the call, and it's currently around noon. I'm gonna actually sit down for a little bit and finish this book for a reading vlog. I'm a little under 100 pages from being finished, so I'm just gonna get this one done.
Darling, you know when things are gloomy, sorrow comes round, knocking you down. Just hold on to me. If the ground shakes, the earth quakes, darling, I'll be at your door. Though time may make the heart.
Hi, good morning. Happy Monday. I don't know why I said that, because Mondays are not happy. Hi, good morning. It's a Monday, and I've just been working. It is currently, wow, it's not even morning anymore. I just realized It is 1:13 p.m. There wasn't much to update from last night to now because I just read until I went to bed. Janelle, Jasmine, and I were on FaceTime reading our own books. It was really nice. It was really cozy. It was nice talking to them about certain things because Jasmine's reading Aquar, Janelle's reading Babel, and then I'm reading That's Not My Name. So it was all very different genres, and then I just went to bed because I was really tired. But now I'm about to go on my break actually, and we have a few things I wanted to do. I need to drop off some packages at USPS, and then I need to go get some groceries for this week's dinner. Philip picked up a few things yesterday. I need to go pick up the rest of it. Other plans for today are to edit because I still need to get a video up. And then tomorrow, Jessa Hastings' new book comes out and we're gonna go to the bookstore, which I'm super, super excited about. This vlog has not been going as planned. I did not expect work to be as busy as it's been. And it's been taking a lot of my time, obviously, because that's my priority. So I haven't been able to do as much as I wanted to do. I have been reading. I haven't done the reading journal that I wanted to do. I still do plan on going to the bookstore today to pick up The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. It's releasing today. And then also probably most likely pick up Quicksilver. I haven't fully decided yet, but I think I am gonna do that. I don't know, yesterday after work, I guess I just didn't want to do more work, and editing is fun most of the time, but I just did not want to sit down and edit a video after work. So I ended up just hanging out with some friends and then I just went to bed. And so now here we are. I've already started work for the day. I've caught up, so I have a little bit of a break to make myself some coffee. On the bright side though, my tulips have bloomed and they're starting to turn pink. Like, look how pretty. They're starting to slowly turn pink. Do you guys hear that? It's the wind. It sounds like a ghost out there, but it's just the wind. Probably gonna try to finish a book. It's called That's Not My Name. So far so good. It's pretty good. It's a mystery thriller and it's about a missing girl and also a girl that does not have her memories. And clearly my head goes straight to, well, the missing girl is the girl with amnesia. I just got to a part that's really interesting and I think she may be rescued soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's also not that much. Like, I respect the fact that the author kept it 290 pages because I hate when mysteries are dragged on. I'm really excited to keep reading. I'm almost at 200, I think, and I think things are about to get really, really good. I just went on my break for work, so that means it is time to go to one of our favorite places, and that is Barnes & Noble. I only have plans on getting 2 books. Actually, I lied. I think I might be getting 3 because I think Abby Jimenez's new book came out also. Yeah, okay, it did come out. So we are going to pick up 2 new releases and hopefully the original cover of Quicksilver. Okay, that trip to Barnes took a lot longer than I expected, but we are home and I have a decent sized book haul for you guys. I went in there wanting to get 3 books, but ended up getting 5. I feel like I've been doing really good about buying books lately, so, you know, like, it's okay. I'm not gonna make myself feel bad about it. And I had a $15 reward on my membership, so technically one of the books was free. Technically. The first book I picked up was Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. It's such a pretty cover, like, it matches Just for the Summer so well. The only thing that I have an issue with is the fact that it's a hardcover. I don't love hardcover books, but what can you do? It is the cutest pink, like, oh, mine is more peach, but it is the prettiest pink color for the hardcover, and then the end pages, it's like adorable. Everything start with you and end with you. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. I already can tell. Like, she is kind of similar to Emily Henry, in my opinion. She reads more like rom-com than Emily Henry, but they still give off the same kind of women's fiction vibes. So I really am so excited to read this. The next two books are from from Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and if you guys have watched my other videos before, I really love her writing because they're just so fast-paced and they're an easy YA mystery. Sometimes I feel like YA mysteries are better than just mysteries in general because they're so much faster and like they have this unrealistic feel to them where it's like there's no way someone could be like this or these things would happen, but it's just so fun. So I love picking up her books. The first one is The Grandest Game. The reason why I got tricked into buying these, because I wasn't planning to buy these, was because of the $3 off. And then also my $15. But the other one is Games Untold. I don't remember exactly which reading order to read them in. I think you're supposed to read this one next after The Brothers Hawthorne, and then this one. This one follows the original crew and I think a new character from the original series, and then this is a set of new characters that are in the same world. But I wanted to pick these up because I really like the Inheritance Game series, so I wanted to complete the series and read them once I feel like it, and they were $3 off, so I feel like it was the perfect time to buy them. These are such pretty covers also. Like this one is the Barnes & Noble exclusive. It's blue and white. And then this one is the Barnes & Noble exclusive for Games Untold. And it is also pink. Cutest pink cover. I don't know. I love the color pink, if you can't tell. And then, obviously, we went in there for two other books that I told you about, so we had to get them. I struggle to find these books so hard. Like, I could not find them for the love of God. I looked everywhere in every section. I looked in adult fantasy. I looked at all of the tables for fantasy. I looked at fiction. I looked at romance, and I was like, it is nowhere to be found. Either of them. So I ended up getting a worker, and she was the sweetest. She was also struggling to find them, even though on their system they said that they had both books in stock. She was struggling also. She was like, I don't know why we can't find them. They should be here. The first one I got was obviously The Conditions of Will. This is Jessa Hastings' newest book and newest series. I don't know if it's gonna be a series, to be honest. I don't know if it's just a standalone, what's going on with it. I just know kind of the gist of it. We have our main character, what's her name? Georgia, and she is basically like really good at reading people's tells, so body language and all of that. She's trying to solve, I believe, a murder mystery, and things get messy. I don't know if there's a love triangle, but there's some type of messy relationship. If it's just a Hastings, you can always count on a messy relationship. So I'm hoping that I really like this book because I did not enjoy Never very much. It got really tiring and repetitive to me, and it was really irritating to read about characters that I did not like. Not even just Peter. I didn't like Wendy either. I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm going to do a full reading vlog on this. Haven't decided if I want to do spoiler free or spoilers. I might do both and make them into 2 videos, but we'll see. I'm gonna do a reading vlog actually right after this one, so expect to see this one soon. And then the last book is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. This is the original cover, and honestly I love this cover. I love like the purple butterfly and then the tear, like the silver tear going down. And usually I hate real people on covers. It just makes me feel weird. But this, I believe, is photoshopped, and Callie Hart herself did it, and it's not AI or anything, so I don't feel as weird, and I think it just is very fitting, I guess. I don't even know, like, obviously I don't know what the book is about because I haven't read it, so I can't tell you that it fits it perfectly, but it just feels like a vibe. Like when you see this, I feel like you don't think, oh, this is cringe. At least to me, I don't think cringe and ick when I see this cover. The newer covers were a little blander, so I wanted to get this before they discontinued this cover. I know that if I continue the series, it's not going to match. Whatever. You know what? Maturing is realizing not everything has to match to be enjoyable. This is the last book I got for the haul today. And then I got a tote bag because I am a Barnes & Noble Premium member, and every single year you get a free tote bag, so I got one. I chose this black kind of, I feel like, staple tote bag from Barnes. They had the option of this one or the blue one, and I kind of just like the design of this one better. And then afterwards I got a cookie and coffee at Starbucks at the cafe because I got a discount for buying books. Now that that's over with, I'm going to eat really quick and then get back to work because my break is over. I am so excited about all of the books that I got today. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys when I tell you that it's been so long since I last updated you on this vlog. It was supposed to be like a 5-day vlog, and now it is mid-April, and I started this vlog end of March. I don't know, things have just been so chaotic, and I've just had so many other things I needed to do. And the last thing I wanted to do for this vlog was my reading journal. Did I do my reading journal? Absolutely not. I've been keeping track of books I've read and their ratings on this page, but I haven't done anything else. So like for this one, I haven't marked the books that I read for my 25 books I want to read in 2025. And then I have to add books to my physical TBR because I did buy books recently, and cross out my wish list. Most importantly, color in this reading bucket list that I made. And then I also have a page for series trackers. Don't I ran out of room for the ER part. It's so embarrassing, but I didn't feel like redoing it, and I didn't want to rip out the pages. So we're just gonna go with it. Who's gonna see it? Just me. But I don't think I want to do that. At least not today. I don't have the motivation to do that today. So we're gonna just go in, color all of these boxes that I have achieved, and just kind of update everything.
In the sand, I didn't know that they would wash away so fast, and that note I left in your bed. You don't have to lie to me. I know it wasn't red. I left our names written in my heart. I didn't see that we were living worlds apart. I should have known from the start that getting love from you, it shouldn't be that hard. But baby, when I close my eyes, everything's alright. You love me too, the way I loved you. It was all in my head, and I wish that weren't true.
It was a lot less difficult and time consuming than I expected it was going to be, because I don't know why in my head I thought I had a lot to update, but it wasn't that bad, honestly. So I didn't do too much to the first page. I just put my rating for my latest read and wrote it down. I am currently at 19 books for this year, and then my 25 books I want to read in 2025. I currently have only read 2 out of the 25 books, but good news is that I do plan on reading a good handful of these very soon, and I'm currently reading one of them, so I'm gonna be able to get through this list pretty easily, I believe. I added more books to my physical TBR, and then I also crossed out books that I've read, like Not in Love, Love on the Brain, Ruthless Vows, One Dark Window, and then the big one was my reading bucket list, colored in the boxes that I've already met. So like rom-com, enemies to lovers, red cover, reread, complete a series, black cover, purple cover, audiobook, start a new series, and blue book cover. I think I might have met some other ones, but I think this is good for now. I don't want to use one book to fill in multiple boxes. This is just so fun. I think this is my favorite page of my reading journal this year and last year. It's just so much fun to fill in. Last year I kind of fell off on updating my reading journal, but I did get a good bit of it colored, and I just think it's such a fun little idea. This was my last year's series tracker, which I love. I love the little boxes I drew for them. I want to do it this year also. I just don't have the motivation right now to kind of decorate all these little boxes and write down all of the series that I am currently in the middle of, which is a lot. If you guys have watched my last reading vlog, it is a lot. That is all for now for my reading journal. That is such a quick update. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be such a long and tedious thing, and I was avoiding it, hence why this is now being done weeks later, but it's done, and I can finally finish this this regular vlog. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
I'm such a fool.